information.
Quick to sense the power and value of money, but as parents, we should teach them the value of the green stuff and help them understand such concepts as saving and borrowing, especially as they enter their teenage years. Joining me now is Jeff Williams with the Educational Employees Credit Union. Jeff, thanks for being here again.
Thank you, Alex.
Let me ask you this. Is it good to be strict with your teens about money? Like really strict?
You know, being super strict, that's not necessarily the best idea. What you want to do is educate your children and give them the financial basics, you know, behind banking and, you know, money management skills. But being overly strict isn't necessarily the best idea.
Okay, so what if they come to you every weekend, hey mom, can I borrow 20 bucks? Can I borrow 30 bucks? What do? You just give it to them?
No, you don't give it to them.
Okay.
You teach them the principles of money and the value of a dollar and how much that truly adds up to.
All right, so is it okay, though, on the flip side, for teenagers to be extremely frugal? Because I've seen that, where they're 11 and they're saving and saving and saving, and they don't like to spend it because they don't think it's coming back. They don't think they're going to get any more.
Right. You know, being frugal, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but they still want to enjoy their dollar. And, you know, they have to have some entertainment in life. If, you know, you never spend your money, what good is it just sitting there? But, you know, saving and being frugal is definitely a positive thing.
All right, so give us some tips, Jeff. What should parents do?
First, they need to, you know, teach their children about the difference between a savings and a checking account.
Okay.
You know, your savings account's going to be the money that you plug away and you save on a monthly basis. Okay. Your checking account's going to be the money that you're spending on a daily basis. So a great way to save your money, establish a savings account, is by paying yourself first. Okay. That's when they get their first paycheck. Before they do anything, they need to set aside a percentage of their paycheck into their savings account and plug that away, establish that savings account.
Okay, and don't use that as savings money.
Right, right.
As spending money.
Right, you want to keep that separate.
Okay, so, and then checking, you said here, teach them what ATM is, the basics of it, and check writing.
Check writing, I mean, it's something as basic as writing a check and how to balance a checkbook. You'd be surprised how many people don't balance their checkbook because they were never taught how. And then reviewing your monthly statements is another big one as well. You need to make sure you know where your money's going. So sit down with your child and review the statement and show them how it reads. All
right, and what should we tell them to be aware of?
You know, the pre-approvals, like credit offers, they need to be very aware of the pre-approvals that come in, the interest rates on loans. Okay, different fees, hidden fees. They need to make sure they understand any type of loan or account before they sign that dotted line.
Okay. What about when it comes to credit cards? I'm sure many teens think this is free money.
Right,
right? So what should we tell them about credit cards?
You want to start small. Okay. Just because you're pre-approved for a $10,000 card doesn't mean you have to take that card. So, you know, $500, that's a good starting spot, nothing more than that. The interest rates are going to be higher on those credit cards, so when using that, you want to start with a low limit. Also, never go over 50% of your limit. So keep your balance below 50%, pay on time every time. That's the key. You need
maybe only have one credit card?
Yes, start with one, and then when applying for credit, you don't ever want to apply for more than one credit card in a 6-month period, because that can actually hurt your score as well.
You know, they try to attract a lot of college students when it comes to filling out credit cards, and that's where we kind of get in trouble.
Sometimes they're bombarded with different offers. They're offered free little gifts and things like that. It is easy.
All right, so be careful. Let's talk about compound interest. And is it important to teach your teenagers at that age about compound interest? Because you also have an example for us, which I thought was really interesting.
The key to that is you know, the sooner they start saving, it's not necessarily how much money they put away, but it's when they start putting it away. So the example shows, you know, it's really good. What it is, you know, if you have a child that puts away $2,000
a year,
you know, when they're 19 until they're 26 years old, okay, their total investment will be about $16,000, and if they earn 12% interest on that, it's going to be close to $2.3 million.
Wow. So we've got an example up on the screen, Sam and Kelly, fake names obviously. So he saves $2,000 a year, every single year from the age of 19 to 26. Do you know offhand how much that is a month? I'm really bad at math.
You know,
$100-something dollars? That's not too bad.
$68, somewhere in there.
And then Kelly saves $2,000 a year, the same amount, but she starts at the age of 27. Boy, that makes a difference. So obviously Kelly will never catch up to Sam.
Never catches up,
yeah.
no.
Wow,
and so that's the key. With compounding interest, basically you start earning interest on top of interest over a long period of time. You know, your money just starts doubling. So the sooner you can start saving, the better.
Great lessons to teach your teenagers. Yes. Okay, thanks so much, Jeff.
Of course,
Good
Alex,
to have
thank
you here. Coming up next on Central Valley Today, well, we are showing you how to fill your home with the finest furniture without having to travel around the world. We'll be back.